Hi, my name is Janet Carter. The title of my work is Drawn from Life, and it's a multi-part work. So part of it is a video, 12-minute video, and part of it is 5 visual diaries which stand in for 5 significant people in my life. Contained within those diaries are drawings, portraits of those people. Continue to develop a set of themes that I've been playing with for a while around intergenerational exchange and connecting with queer history, looking at questions of what does it mean to form connections of care and responsibility across generations. So queer history from the specific viewpoint of my own personal story of having lived through the AIDS epidemic. Originally what I wanted to do was a series of family portraits of people who are very significant to me, that I have very close connections with, doing a series of portraits that reflected what I was learning about queer kinship and queer family. And then COVID came along and stuffed all that up. So it then meant going back and revisiting what was possible within the context of the kinds of themes that I was addressing, but also, what I'd lost thanks to COVID and where the work could then go to. So I guess in the end, the work still became about connection and intimacy, but much more about loneliness and isolation, you know, as kind of key markers of COVID and what I was experiencing and what I was navigating as an older queer person living by myself, trying to navigate being in the thick of an epidemic, in the early days of an epidemic. The work that I made in the end was about how do you navigate risk and intimacy, how do you navigate vulnerability and isolation under conditions of uncertainty, you know, and unknowability. And for me that was about coming back to a drawing practice. I guess I used whatever was readily at my disposal during lockdown. Drawing has always been fundamental to my practice. So for me, I use a number of different technologies. The one that underpins this entire project is pen and pencil and paper. But I also use the kind of social media that supposedly keeps us connected with one another. I used my mobile phone, I used my laptop, I used my iPad and was drawing back into stuff on my iPad. And in particular, I used my 40-inch TV screen because it was a way of actually having someone in the room with me at human scale. I hope they just enjoyed the drawings, but I'm hoping that they also, if they spend time with the video work, that they get a visceral sense of what it was like for me a few months ago to be in this house alone without any human contact, and how that resonated for me across my generational connections and across my family.